Good evening, folks, and welcome to the 6 o'clock news, the Friday night edition. Thank God it's Friday. Beautiful weekend ahead of us. Can't wait to finally break away. As you know, I'll slow things down on the weekend in Salisbury news, and I'm going to enjoy every single ounce of this beautiful sunshine and warm weather. I hope you do the same. Folks, I want to start out today by thanking so many of you because our legislators, our delegates, and our senators heard our cry for help when it came to Sarah Foxwell and the legislation that's been proposed in Annapolis. Things are really on a great roll with that. Your phone calls have certainly placed enough attention to change the mind of Governor O'Malley as well as the rest of our representatives in the state to turn around and just pay more attention as to what the current laws are with sex offenders and what we can possibly change to make things a little stiffer for these people. And they are working diligently on this. In fact, we put up a couple of posts today, but from Governor O'Malley, but one in general in reference to this. And I will in fact be heading to Annapolis Monday night. They will hopefully seal the deal on all this Monday evening. That session starts at 8 p.m. of all things, so it's going to be a long night for us, and we may be slacking on Tuesday as far as getting posts up because I don't expect to be home anytime before 2 o'clock in the morning. So that being said, I appreciate what you've done. This is what it's all about. This is what I'm talking about. Everybody needs to come together. None of this divide. Really, the intent and goal of Salisbury News is to make the positive changes. You've proven to be a part of that. I appreciate that. Moving on. There is a bus trip tomorrow with the AFP that'll be at Boscov's at 8:30 tomorrow morning, heading into Washington, D.C. Everybody's gathering to let our congressmen know where they stand on this health care bill. Clearly, the people that are going are against this legislation and this new law. Hopefully we get plenty of people that'll get on this bus and head into Washington, D.C. They're saying there should be hundreds of people there. It's a good trip. It's reasonable. If you want to go down to Washington, D.C., this is probably by far the cheapest way you'll ever visit Washington, D.C., and I think they feed you lunch along the way. So consider that. When you see this tonight, think about it. You may want to make a trip. Great people. Everybody on that bus is fabulous. You'll truly enjoy it. I've made the trip with these people before, and I can guarantee you'll have a great time. So think about that. I've mentioned Monday night in Annapolis. I'd like to close tonight talking about a post I put up. It was a survey question of the day. And where would you go? If you had the option, if you could afford to do it, if your house could sell for the right kind of money, where would you go? Amazingly, there's a lot of people there saying that they would run like a bat out of hell out of the Eastern Shore. However, many also said they'd come to Delmar, Delaware. Folks, I'm truly telling you, Delmar, Delaware is by far the greatest choice you could make on the Eastern Shore. I'm sure there are better places as far as waterfront beauty, Easton, St. Michael's, you know, all over the place. But for cost factor wise and cost of living, tax wise, man, you just cannot beat Delmar, Delaware. You know, this is the place to keep your eye out. If you get an opportunity to turn around and sell your property and you can ultimately move to Delmar, Delaware, folks, you won't be disappointed. Man, you're right over the Maryland line. In fact, Salisbury from my home is only about 1 mile. Of all things. You know, now I'm out towards the Mardella area, but where I live, when I cross over into the Maryland line on Spring Hill Road, you're in Salisbury. That's amazing how far the limits of Salisbury come out, but that's where you're at. So consider that down the road. You guys have a fabulous weekend. It's going to be beautiful out there. We appreciate your support. We appreciate you coming here on a regular basis. Have a great weekend, and we'll talk to you on Monday. Take care.